World's smallest computer, the Michigan Micro Mote M3, the first millimeter scale fully autonomous computer. And this is a very lovely stuff. To be honest, I'm thinking about buying this. There are some kind of like old models of iPhones in the frame, so fully disassembled, so you can put it on the wall. Quite, I would say, historical stuff. Hello folks, today is a wonderful, lovely California Saturday. You probably recognize the area. So we are back to Computer History Museum, and today they have a very special event which is called Happy Birthday Apple. So they have a TechFest dedicated to Apple's anniversary. We'll see how Computer History Museum decided to congratulate and celebrate this wonderful and important day. See you soon, folks. The parking lot is overcrowded, and I think technically we have just like 1 hour left for the main exhibition, so let's check. Interesting, today they have some party outside, not too many people, but nice lovely music, and people have their food. Okay, so we got in, and it looks like technically funny story. Actually, all the time I needed to leave my backpack here, but I never did it. So they never noticed previously my backpack. Not today. So that's not a big deal, just mention some fun stuff. So I mentioned that TechFest event starts somewhere here. So let's see. So again, I got nice and shiny agenda for today. So I was advised to first get to the learning lab because it closes soon. So let's see what we have there. Like, you see different rare prototypes, artifacts from Apple. So hope we'll see a lot of great stuff today. Okay, here we have a very nice tiny area where you can build your Apple birthday caps like this. So I got this design, and believe it or not, this is the most popular one. So I will take some time and definitely build one.
The idea is that we're more Indonesia and make them better, more refined, easier to use, and more accessible to more people. So right off the bat, it's way cheaper. This thing sells for a quarter the price of a Lisa at the Target. It's not as powerful. It doesn't have very much RAM. It doesn't have a hard drive. It only has a low density, single-sided floppy drive. They were cutting some corners to get to that price point, but it was worth it.
So it was a very interesting historical overview of the lineup of Apple computers. So back to Apple II and ended with iMac G3, early 20s. So now we have a chance to check different devices from Apple. So like Apple II, Apple III, Lisa, Macintosh, Macintosh Plus, some premium stuff from Apple, and of course iMac. Okay, let's go what we have here. Not promising in a historical timeline, but we'll give a try. Thank you. Apple II, I believe. Just one in an empty cold room. Okay, I'm kidding. Okay, here is Apple II and some old arcade game, playable on it. So if you know the name of the game, please put it into the comment. This is Retro Roadshow organization, so if you would like to have some retro tech vintage exhibition, so you can reach these guys. And here we go to Lisa. Before the Macintosh there was Lisa. So yeah, you could see it, very popular nowadays. Many people try to get experience with it, but look how different it is comparatively to Macintosh. And I was told that the experience of like working with it is quite different compared to today's macOS. So I mean, like, it looks first time like something familiar, but in reality it's very different. So you see how bold is the keyboard and this wonderful mouse. Okay, so what else we have on this table is image printer. So technically it's a printer by Apple. So also let's see how it looks like. Okay, and it's fully functional. And this is back to the day cartridge color ribbon for it. Okay, we'll see how it's printed. Okay, looks like the not printer, ImageWriter 2 is assembled and maybe ready to print something. We'll see. Oh. Okay. Okay. It's doing its old job stuff. Okay. So we have a couple circles. But you can grab it with you. The old printed stuff on ImageWriter 2 by Apple. Okay, well, the ImageWriter is occupied. Here is Macintosh, but this is not very simple Macintosh back to the days. Technically, it's upgraded Macintosh with some extra kilobytes of memory. Kilobytes, not megabytes. It's very old stuff. And here is Apple 3. And the funny thing is, it has also Monitor 3. And this is iMac G3 back to 2001. And this one color schema is called Flower Power. So you see it's all these flowers. Probably one of the rest options for the color. Very weird, very crazy, but very unique. And definitely this is new experience compared to the retro stuff, right? And here we have one more ImageWriter 2, so printed by Apple. And also technically first portable Macintosh, so which is a laptop in today's modern language. Macintosh PowerBook 100. So very interesting stuff. The moment of truth. We are printing our IoT Forge card on Lisa and ImageWriter too. So hopefully it will work. Looks like we have some technical issue. Okay.
We have an IT support.
Yeah, you did it. IT Forge and laugh from Lisa. Okay, great stuff. Great experience again. Really loved it. So this is very interesting thing. So this is Apple One replica done by Daniel Kopke, and he was one of early Apple employees. So this technically replica of Apple One. It processes and runs some lightweight GPT model. Again, not like from real compute power in terms of training, hosting the model, but being the client running it. And here is a display where you can see different requests and responses to GPT model. So we try to get closer to show you what people ask and what you could see. And by the way, I think we saw this team, these folks, on during like Vintage Computer Fest last year. Very interesting and I would say quite easy to remember experience and exhibition. So yeah, let me get close and show you the request. So this here is like, can I assist you with it? Tell me how to say I love Apple in Klingon. what does coupler mean. So yeah, different funny requests and questions from the folks. And definitely it's not full big large language model, it's more compact version of it. You can type it, you can go with, and you get the experience. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Just a very simple but very interesting stuff they put it here for today's event. So there are like a bunch of computers and tables where you can do and try programming different visualized tools and solutions for teaching people how to do software engineering. Interesting, and try programming. This is like pair programming table. Very interesting. World's smallest computer, the Michigan Micro Mote M3, the first millimeter scale fully autonomous computer. Cool stuff. Okay, let's see what else from Apple. Happy birthday we can see today. Interesting, for the main exhibition, which is called Revolution, you see I is done as an Apple, old school logo. Let's now get to the dedicated area for some TechFest. Previously there was retro gaming stuff. Oh, and we immediately got to the presentation of iPhone. You see? Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have here Newton MessagePad. So this was back to times of Palm computers and Windows phone stuff. And here's Apple 3.2 versions. And you could see the old motherboards. A bit different compared to today's electronics, right? But still very cool. You also can check QR code and get audio guide. Same for Macintosh. QR code is here. And here we have this revolutionary device and design from Apple back to 1977, I believe. Here is also QR code for audio guide. The very first Apple. No display, but fully integrated. And here is the Lisa, which was invented in 1983. Oh, very interesting device. And here is how it looks like inside, and QR code for the audio. And look how tough and complicated it was back to those wonderful computer days. Okay, and here the last stuff for this room and space we have, of course, iPod and iPhone. And as we shown how it was presented first time on the big stage. And this is a very lovely stuff. To be honest, I'm thinking about buying this. There are some kind of like old models of iPhones in the frame, so fully disassembled, so you can put it on the wall. Quite, I would say, historical stuff. And this is some different generations and models of iPod, all with a screen. And that way I believe iPod Touch Nano without screens, but significantly smaller, and all the music in your pocket. Very cool devices. Of course, legendary area of Computer History Museum. I must show it again and again and again. This is the iconic place, I think, the battle of Apple and IBM PC, and of course the battle of IBM and Microsoft. And yeah, you can see all these revolutionary devices from both companies. You can check in our previous video about Computer History Museum in general, but I must to put this iconic place into today's video about Apple. Happy birthday, Apple, and anniversary to Apple. Just a reminder that all these wonderful things were born in a tough competition. Okay, we are leaving today's special TechFest event in the Computer History Museum, which was dedicated to Apple's birthday, let's say. So happy birthday to Apple, and kudos to everything they did through the decades, starting from the Apple One. So what I could say about the actual event, so it was quite good. I would say not a big one, not very spacious, new areas. No, it was very, let's say, friendly, more in a way like for people who love the stuff, who want to check something new, maybe some history on this wonderful Saturday day. So again, it's not a completely new exhibition. No, it's more about some artifacts, some working devices back to the days, so which you can get the idea of how they were working, and you can craft this wonderful hat, which I put on my head. Hope it's not too childish. It's very sunny today, so you could see it's on my face. But again, I'm glad that spent like hour today to check the piece of history, talk to very interesting people, and sometimes see great stuff. So thank you so much. Again, please like us, subscribe, put your comments about your favorite devices, Apple, not Apple, everything, everyone is welcome. And yeah, please let me know, do you like my Apple happy birthday hat? Okay, anyways, thank you so much, and we love you. Never stop creating. Bye.